So here's our final update from the 2009 Short Course Nationals. First of all, again, I said it yesterday, I got to say it today. My hat's off to Chris Marcy, all the guys at RC Madness. I mean, yet again, we had rain come through last night. Track was perfect. They said this morning that mains were going to start at 10 o'clock. I thought, looking at how muddy it was, there ain't no way this race is going off at 10 o'clock. Sure enough, 10 o'clock, the E-main of Spec Slash went off. Track was in great condition, so just a great job by everyone there. Thought I'd give you some results. All the mains were really, really good and competitive. All the electric mains were 6 minutes long. So the first A-main that we had of the weekend was the Spec Slash class, which just a great battle throughout the whole thing between Tim Moore from Castle Motors and Wayne Gerber. Tim did TQ the event. He also took home the win by about 1.5 seconds over Wayne. Looking at the positions and everything here, looks like, you know, I must apologize, I was in that race so I didn't get to really watch it. Wayne did lead the first 2 laps, actually the first 3 laps, and then after that Tim managed to get ahead and take the win from there. Dillion Spinelli should definitely be congratulated on the run that he had. He actually bumped up from the B main and finished 3rd overall. Jack Bonham was 4th. Greg Vogel 5th after a rough start. Greg, I'm sorry I took you out. It wasn't intentional. I was off the gas. Greg and I got together on the start and I felt bad about it. Rob Sylvester got 6th. I was 7th. Paul Medina 8th. Chris Proctor 9th. And Jim Hustins was 10th. So that was your A-main of the Slash Spec class. Fast lap of the main. Interesting to see here. Dillion Spinelli from the B main did a 38.672 compared to Tim, who had a 39.288, and Wayne, who had a 38.926. So A main done. And like I said, nice piece of hardware here. Must commend the guys too from Madness. These are some really cool looking plaques, so awesome job there. Next up was the A-main of the Spec Short Course 10 or SC10 class. This was actually the SC10. The HPI guys did run the Blitz in this class as well. TQ Tony Phelan took the win overall in a 9 and a 6:19, just for curiosity's sake. So he had 9 and a 6:19 versus 9 and a 6:28 for the Spec Slash class. Wayne Gerber was 2nd in Spec Slash with 9 and a 6:30. Brian Wynn finished 2nd in the SC10 stock class, 9 and a 6:32. Greg Vogel managed to finish 3rd after recovering from being taken out by me in the previous main. Jay Franz finished 4th. John Schultz finished 5th. I believe John's the highest finishing Blitz in the SC10 class. Damian Bragdon finished 6th. Eric Shawver from HPI finished 7th. Paul Medina finished 8th. Rosario Giarrana finished 9th. Nate Kessler 10th. And Tom LaRanger was 11th. They did run, there were only 11 trucks in the class, so they just ran all 11 in the A-main. The 4-wheel drive Nitro Open class, these are basically your SC8s. Scott Brown managed to work his way around Mark Smyka to take the win. Smyka had a really good battle with Greg Vogel for the majority of the main. Actually, for a lot of the main, Vogel had 2nd, and Smyka had to work his way around. Brown did finish with 26 and a 15.29, Smyka with 25 and a 15.12, Vogel with 25 and a 15.17, Ted Lemelin was 4th, Dave Rowe 5th, Jim Minnow was 6th, and Mike Bassett DNF'd. Your Mini Slash VXL A-main, Hamie Lepley jumped from the 2nd qualifying position to take the win there with a 7 and a 6:02. Tom LaRanger with a 7 and a 6:24. 7 and a 6:33 for Matt Maziarz, who was your TQ in this class. Bill Papp 4th, and Dean Barry was 5th. You know, I don't think Dean Barry drove that truck. I want to say that was Chris Marcy actually behind the wheel on that one. And the 4-wheel drive electric open class, this is the SC8Es. Scott Brown took the win. John Cravotta was second, Gary King was third, and Dean Barry / Tony Phelan was fourth. Tony was actually wheeling it. I believe he ran in second for a lot of that race, and word from the pits was he slipped a pinion gear off, so too bad for Tony. It would have been good to see him and Scott going nose to tail there. I think that would have been a really fun main to watch. Now this is the big show here. This is the A main of your short course open. Scott Brown, Jesse Roberts were definitely the class of the field out here. Scott running the Associated SC10, Jesse Roberts running the brand new HPI Blitz. Just again going hammer to tongs the entire main. In the end, it was Scott Brown taking the win with a 10 and a 6:34.589. Why is that significant? Here's why. Jesse Roberts in second in a 10 and a 6:34.904. Less than 0.4 of a second separated first and second place. Third place went to John Cravotta with a 9 and a 6:14. Tony Phelan finished fourth with a 9 and a 6:22. Tim Moore finished fifth in a 9 and a 6:24. John Schultz in sixth. Brian Wynn in seventh. Tyler Gerber in eighth. Jim Hustons in 9th, and Aaron Wilson in 10th. One significant thing about the open class, most people probably assume, well, it's just the SC10s, with HPI here this weekend, the HPI Blitz. Tim Moore from Cast Creations did finish in the A main, again in the 5th place with a slash. So I really think that people could have run a slash in the open class and been quite competitive. Overall thoughts and feelings from the event, man, it was fun. It was just fun. If I haven't said it enough, it was fun. The layout of the track was very, very nice. It flowed very well. Overall, we had good, fun competition throughout the entire weekend. I don't think you could have walked through the pits for more than 5 minutes and not heard someone laughing or cracking a joke or something like that. It was a fun event to be at. I am definitely looking forward to be able to come to the 2010 Short Course Nationals here at RC Madness in Enfield, Connecticut. So that's a wrap of our live blog. So what's coming now, though, is going to be our recap of the event. I have video of multiple mains that I have to go through, edit, process, get everything lined up. We do have new photos from the mains today up on the Facebook page. And from there, we're just going to get even more going. Did manage to catch up with Greg Vogel from RC Driver Magazine, Eric Shawver, the designer behind the HPI Blitz, and the one and only Chris Marcy from RC Madness, who helped put this event on. All three of them will be appearing on the RC Cast coming up this week. That'll be live Thursday afternoon sometime. Go to horizonhobby.com, and the RC Cast button is right on the home page. You can also just go to horizonhobby.com/podcast and get there too. Thanks everyone for watching our live updates. Now let us know if you like this, if you want to see more of this at different events as well. Kind of did a little experiment here. We don't know how many people liked it, how many people saw it. If you want us to do more of this, whether it's an airplane event, an on-road event, an off-road event, a helicopter event, a trade show, let us know if you want to see more of this, what you liked, what you didn't like. Email us, please, editors@horizonrc.com. We're looking for your feedback on this one, folks. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll have the footage up, and hopefully by the end of the week. Thanks.